Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're definitely welcome. I am Mareisa, and in today's video I'll be making moringa soap for new beginner. So if you're a new beginner and you're deciding you want to make soap, I'll be giving you the recipe today. Because under my moringa soap video, a couple of people wanted to know the recipe. So today I'll be sharing this simple recipe, so you guys can definitely try it. And after trying it, you guys can leave a comment in the future. I'll be also trying to get in as much question as possible that people ask me on Facebook, and also the couple of questions that people ask me under my moringa soap video. Thank you guys so much for supporting my video. So as I go along, whatever that flashes in my head, I'll pop up, and yeah, so we're going with simple today. So I try to do this as to the simplest form with basically everything. So let's get right into this. Oh, and the process that I'll be using the cold process method to make this soap. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that you will need to do when making this soap, you need to get your moringa leaves. So you're gonna get your moringa leaves and you're gonna blend your moringa in a puree. You'll make sure that you wash your leaves very good, because you don't want any stuff to be between your leaves when you're making the soap. So make sure wash your leaves properly. After washing your leaf, you're gonna strip them. After stripping your leaf, you're gonna put them in your blender and you're gonna blend your leaves. When blending the leaf, I'll require the water that you should use is distilled water. If you don't have distilled water, rainwater will do. Either distilled water or rainwater. I will require to use no other water, unless you use purified water or something. Yeah. And yeah, unless you use spring water or something, right? Sorry. So after blending it, what you're gonna do after blending your moringa leaf, you're gonna strain it and you're gonna put it in your freezer to freeze overnight, or freeze your moringa until the next day. And this is the result of my frozen moringa leaves, my puree. When making soap, you need something to blend your soap in. You need something to blend your soap in, and I'll be using this. I usually use this to make my small amount when I'm making small portion of soap. You'll be needing a scale. You can't make soap without a scale. Any simple scale will do. Measurement is required. You have to measure your oils and your other stuff that you'll be using when making soap. You'll be needing a stick blender, or some people usually call it a hand blender. You'll be needing some small utensils that you need to mix with and measure out whatever you're gonna measure out your stuff with. And you'll be needing a glove. You'll be needing long sleeve. At the moment, my long sleeves are on the line, so people will be saying, oh, so you're telling us to use long sleeve but you don't have long sleeve. Yeah. So but I still want to get in this video, so I decided I'm gonna do this video, but I require you to use long sleeve protective goggles. Okay, you're gonna use something over your eye to shield in case any splashes. Okay, you'll be needing caustic soda. You cannot make soap without caustic soda, aka lye, also known also as sodium hydroxide. So I have some lye in this, and this is what I'll be using. Remember to wash your hands. After dealing with lye, make sure to wash your hands. Okay, so get your handy dandy book and let us take down the measurements. Yeah, so you'll be using 16 ounce of coconut oil, 16 ounce of olive oil, 12 ounce of puree, which the puree is the moringa, but as I go along I'll be still recapping this. You'll be needing 4.5 ounces of lye, also known as caustic soda, to make this soap simple, right? So let me get right into this soap making process. So the first thing I'll be doing is I'll be measuring out mine moringa puree, and I'll be putting it on the scale, and we'll be needing 12 ounces. So we'll be using 12 ounces of this. Make sure, woo, when you're using your scale, make sure set your scale to 0, because you don't want to put measurement. Each measurement you take, make sure your scale is set to 0, okay? So we need 12 ounces of this baby. So there you have it, 12 ounce. Okay, I'm gonna put on my glove because I'll be dealing with my caustic soda now. And I'll be measuring out 4.5 ounces of caustic soda. No! So I went over because there's lump inside of it. Remember, if you go over, you got to like take out, because when making soap you have to get the exact amount of measurement. You have to use the exact measurement that is required, okay? So if you go over, make sure to take out. And if you go under, make sure to add. Yes, and there goes my 4.5 ounces of caustic soda. Okay, so this is how the caustic soda is looking. It look like salt, sugar, white sugar texture, something if you never seen it before. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the caustic soda and we're gonna pour it on side of our particles very gently. As you're pouring this, it will get heat up. So the fume will be coming out of this as it is pouring as you're spinning this, okay? It's gonna be hot. So it's okay to do this outside or by a window. Right now I'm in front of a window doing this, facing, so the wind is blowing. So what we are gonna do now, basically, we are gonna spin this, mix this until all the particles are dissolved, and also until all your little crystals are dissolved. You gotta be careful, because if light splash on you, it will definitely burn you. So what I does, if it happened to me, I usually like put my hand like under running water, but some say they usually use like vinegar walk as well, but I usually put my hand under water and it usually work like really fine for me. I'm gonna just pour everything in. So let me try to answer, as I'm doing this, let me try to answer as much some of the question that you guys ask. So for the person that asks if you have to use the freshly picked leaf from the tree, or if you can use the one in the store, yes, you can use the leaf that is in the store, the dry leaves, and you will blend it just the same. And someone asks if I'd rather, what is best, if blending the leaf is best or boiling the leaves. I like blending the leaves, because I think blending the leaf, like everything that is beneficial in the leaf remain. So I will say, I rather, people have the different options, but I rather blending it. So I will require that you should blend your leaf. But if you want to boil it, it's your choice. But I definitely usually blend my leaves. The next question is, why soap makers do not give out like soap recipe? Why it's difficult to get a recipe? Recipe is all over Google. You will get like soap recipe like different places, but as the question was directed to soap maker, is the fact that soap maker making soap is their business, and they wouldn't want to give out the recipe because that is the business, that is the brand. So that is why when you comment on the soap videos, people wouldn't give out like their direct recipe that they usually use to make this soap. That is like going to KFC and asking them what's the recipe to making their fried chicken tasting so, or going to any food place that is popular and asking them for their recipe. So that's the reason why soap maker don't usually like put out their recipe. A couple usually do, but they wouldn't give out like certain recipe. Okay, next question. For the person that asks if I will be making only soaps on my video, on my channel, sorry. No, my channel is not only about soap. I will be doing other stuff on my channel, like Cheyenne hauls and different stuff. Sometimes I might do pranks and other stuff on my video. So my channel is definitely not about only making soap. So this is almost over. So I'm gonna go at it because I can hear like a couple crystal in the bottom. Couple more crystals in the bottom. It's in the bottom. Yes, when making for this soap, I wouldn't require like you guys, you don't have to buy any expensive oil, like you don't have to buy a top brand coconut oil. You don't have to buy the top brand olive oil. You can use any simple olive oil, any simple coconut oil to make this soap, especially knowing that you're a new beginner. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna go to the next step. Yeah. So next, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put my step blender in. I'm gonna plug up my step blender and I'm gonna blend it all together so they will combine together just a little. I hope you guys are seeing good properly. Yes. Yes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna strain mine. I'm gonna strain because I don't want any lumps inside of my soap, just in case any lump is remain. Sometimes you don't get lump, but for it to be smooth I usually strain it sometimes. So for the people that was asking if you usually use this stuff on them, someone asked on Facebook if you, as a soap maker, the stuff on them that you use for soap, if you usually use them in your house. No, you don't. Well, I don't know if any other person use that, but I will not request or require that anyone use like your soaping supply in your house. But I have no idea if other people do that, but I will not recommend that. I will definitely not recommend using your soap supplies in your as your house. So for the folks that ask if I usually sell my soaps and how they can get my soap, as I mentioned to a couple, responded to a couple, yes, I usually sell my soaps. Can I have them all? I usually sell my soaps, and in the next 2 weeks my links will be under this video and all of my soap making video. So if you want to purchase one of my soap, my link will be there in the next 2 weeks. I had to get something in order before putting up my site and all of that. So in the next 2 weeks you can definitely purchase any of my soaps that I'll be uploading from now on. Right now I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna blend this until it come to trace. And if you want, you can add scent to your soap. Any scent, essential oils, scent, fragrance, any fragrance scent that you want, you can add it to your soap if you desire. So you're gonna mix this until it come to trace, and trace is when it come to like a pudding like texture, But sometimes when you hear this say like false trace is sometimes you put the step blender on the top of it like this, like how you're seeing a little fine marks on top of it, but underneath is not properly blending. So you want to make sure like blending until it reach the pudding like texture. Okay. So for the people that was asking like the benefit of the soap, we don't usually tell you the benefit of the soap really, but the benefit of the moringa leaves. The moringa leaf has a lot of benefit, and it's also having like medicinal properties. So you guys can definitely Google it or look on YouTube to see the benefit of the moringa leaves and its properties and every stuff like that. It's a very good leaf, and it's not bitter. It is good for drinking as well. If you guys never seen how the leaves looking, because I did not show the leaves in this video, you can definitely check out my previous video and check out how the moringa leaves are looking, usually look. So I'll be going at this for a while, and I'll be back as soon as it's close to trace. Okay. So my soap is close to trace at the moment. Very close. if you want to put scent in your soap, now is the time that you should pour it. When it is at this, like you see in the droppings as they drop, you pour in your fragrance. Yes, and that's it. I'm about to pour this Moringa soap now. And it's doing awesome. Look amazing. I hope the lighting is very good and you guys are seeing it like. I was to mention that you'll be needing a mold that you'll be pouring your soap in. If you don't have a mold, you can use like a box or something. Try using something that your soap wouldn't like stick inside of it. It will be like easy to take out. So right now let's pour this baby. So the reason why I usually pack my soap, a matter of fact, the reason why soap makers we usually pack our soap is that no air bubbles wouldn't like leave in there, because you don't want to get a soap and like it have like holes inside of there. So we usually like tap it like to take out the air bubbles. Yeah. So my mole and them, this mole is not man enough to stand up. It is going apart, so let me get something to check it up. Okay. So I have no idea why my mole is running away. So right now all I'm gonna do is put a little design. You can just like leave it so if you want to, but I just like to see like the cute designs on the top of it. I like to design like the top of my soaps. Oh, I think I'm blocking you guys. Sorry. So come over here. And there you go. There you go. That's the Moringa soap. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave this in the mold. You can leave it for until 24 hours. But I'll be leaving this until the next day because tomorrow the soap will be hard, and then I'm gonna pluck it from the mold. Yeah, so yeah guys, there you go. Isn't it cute? Yes it is. Show you guys, like, yeah. So there you go. That's my Moringa soap. It's smelling so green. And tomorrow I'll pluck it from the mold and I'll cut it. A lot of people have been asking me, want to see the cut of the Moringa soap. But the reason why I don't show the Moringa cutting is because I don't cut it. I usually get somebody else to cut it. But I'm going to definitely show you the cut for this Moringa soap. And for the people who has been asking the question if the Moringa soap color usually change after the curing process. Yes, the color change. It usually be like a light brownish, like it usually be this color after the curing process. This is how it will look after the soap is ready to use. But yeah, that's it. According to how much moringa you use inside of it as well, that will determine the color. So the color usually fade. If you want, you can use like colorant if you desire, but I don't. I do it naturally. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and see you the next day when I'm unmolding this soap. Bye. So it's been 4 hours since I made this soap, and right now it's going through gel phase process. And when your soap is going through gel phase, that's a very good thing. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's happening. Yeah, so we're going through gel phase. So it's been the next day and I'm about to unmold the moringa soap now. is the Moringa soap. So yeah, so right now I'm about to get it. Show you guys, and it's small. So right now I'm about to get it cut and show you guys what's. Okay, so this is the Moringa soap after it been cut. So that's it for, so you're gonna leave it for 4 to 6 weeks before you can use the soap so that it can cure. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure thumbs up, subscribe, and press the post notification bell so you can get notice each time I upload a new video. And see you guys on my next video. Bye.